Welcome back to Pastry Maestra. I'm Teresa and today I'm making simple bread rolls. Yeast can be considered man's oldest industrial microorganism. It's likely that man used yeast before the development of a written language. Hieroglyphics suggest that ancient Egyptians were using yeast and the process of fermentation to produce alcoholic beverages and to leaven bread over 5,000 years ago. Leaven, referred to in the Bible, was a soft dough-like medium. A small portion of this dough was used to start or leaven each new bread dough. For hundreds of years, it was traditional for bakers to obtain the yeast from brewers and winemakers. However, it was not until the invention of the microscope, followed by the pioneering scientific work of Louis Pasteur in the late 1860s, that yeast was identified as a living organism. Shortly following these discoveries, it became possible to isolate yeast in pure culture form. Now, I have a couple of questions for you. Did you know that there are two main types of yeast dough? Okay, I suppose you did. Lean yeast dough and enriched yeast dough. That's easy. But here's another one for you. How many methods of mixing the yeast dough are there? 2, 3, how many? Or, what punching has to do with baking, and what type of punch is the best? Is it a jab or cross or maybe a hook? Yeah, I got you there. You didn't see that one coming, right? Well, all that and much more you can learn from my elaborate post. The link is down below. But today, I will show you how to make the most common and simplest type of the yeast dough, lean yeast dough. You'll get the hang of it in no time. And then, let your imagination run wild and treat yourself to many delicious loaves of bread or beautiful crispy rolls. Pure heaven. Okay, let's start our bread making engines and punch some dough. As usual, the recipe is on my site and the link is down below. To make yeast dough, first thing I'm gonna do is mix yeast with water and stir until it dissolves. I've placed sifted flour into a bowl of a stand mixer fitted with hook attachment. I'm gonna add salt and mix on low speed. Then I'm gonna add yeast dissolved in water and continue mixing for about 10 minutes. My dough should be smooth and stretchy. I'm gonna cover the dough with a cloth and let it ferment for about 30 minutes until doubled in size. My dough has nicely risen. I'm gonna punch it to get rid of the large air bubbles. Now I'm gonna weigh approximately 85 grams, which is about 3 ounces portions. I'm gonna shape the dough into a ball and place it onto paper-lined baking tray. I will leave my rolls to ferment once more. Before baking, I'm gonna brush my rolls with an egg wash. Now I'm gonna score the surface with my lame. I'm gonna bake my rolls at 200 degrees centigrade, which is 400 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 15 to 20 minutes until golden brown. My bread rolls are done. I've placed them onto a rack and now need to wait until they cool down. For me, a lukewarm bread roll and a generous serving of butter equals heaven. Try it and see. Enjoy!
Oh baby, you are so sweet, so delicious and yummy, so good to eat. I wanna lick you, feel your sweetness on my lips. Forever and ever, you'll stay on my hips.
I'm Teresa. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you liked it. If you want to stay in touch, follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and of course, visit my site where you can find elaborate posts with lots of pictures, additional information, and recipes that follow my every video. Also, on my site you can download my free 365 pages ebook The Pastry Chef and maybe buy me a macaron if you think that I've earned it. Now, before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That really helps a lot. Finally, and this is the most important thing, don't forget to create sweetness every day, because sweetness is happiness. See you in my next video. Bye!